Here's what you'll need for this beginner-friendly pumpkin decoration. You'll need any type of medium weight orange yarn. This I bought from a secondhand store called The Art of Recycle. And you'll need just a little scrap of green. You don't need a whole lot of either to make this project. You'll also need a pair of scissors as well as a G hook. Lastly, you'll need a yarn needle and some stuffing, just a little bit. This is way too much. I just had some that I had in a bag. Start with a slip stitch before you chain. You're going to loop around your finger and then make another loop behind the first loop. Reach in through the first loop and draw through the second loop. Pull tight. The next step is to chain 5. I hold, this is called the tail, right here between my thumb and my middle finger. And then I just draw my crochet hook through the slip stitch. That's a chain, that's 1. Do it again, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook and the rest of the chains across. That might sound complicated, but you just count. Here's the first chain. We're going to go into the second chain from the hook. Go into the chain and a single crochet. You're just grabbing the yarn, bringing it through the hole, and then you're going to yarn over, which means you're going to grab some yarn and go through both stitches that were on your hook. Again, you go into the chain, you draw some yarn through, and now you have 2 loops on there. You get some yarn and you go through both loops. So that's 2 single crochets. This one will be 3, and then there should be 1 more. Yep, one last one. And this is 4. And then you turn, which means you're on the left side. You want to move that to the right side. Next, we're going to chain 1. And you're going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch across. There should be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you just go into the stitch, pull through, just like you did last time. Draw through both loops. This is 2. Go into the stitch, bring yarn through, go through 2, and then 1 more. And then turn. We're going to repeat what we did for this past row again for another 4 rows. It'll be chain 1, 1 single crochet in each stitch across, and then turn. Next, we're moving on to the orange yarn. You'll want to again start with a slip stitch and then chain 2. 1, 2. In the second chain from the hook, we're going to put 10 single crochets. 1, and in the same chain, you'll just keep going. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I always say attach to the first single crochet. This is the first single crochet that you made. Attached to it just means attach to it with a slip stitch. So we're going to go into it, pull some yarn through, and then just pull it through here, and it makes a circle. Now we're going to do our next round. You're going to start by chaining 1, and we're going to put 2 single crochets in each stitch around. So there's 2 in the one stitch, 2 in the next stitch. I'm going to speed this up so that you don't have to watch me do it in every single one, but we're going to continue just doing 2 in every stitch around. You should end up with 20 single crochets then. Just like the last row, we're going to attach to the first single crochet. So this is the very first one of the row. Just pull some yarn through, pull it through there. We'll be ready for the next row. We'll start this round the same way with a chain 1, and then the pattern is going to be 2 single crochets in the first stitch, and then 1 single crochet into the next stitch. I'll show that one more time and then I'll speed it up. So it's 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 2 single crochets into this stitch, the same stitch, 1 single crochet into the next. Repeat that around. Attach to the first single crochet, pull through, pull through. The next round we're going to chain 1, and then the pattern will be 2 single crochets in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then repeat that pattern around. I'm going to pause here. You can pause here and we will complete the round and come back. So now we will attach to the first single crochet, pull through, chain 1. This is going to be the last round with a pattern. You can probably guess what it'll be. 2 single crochets in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. Continue that around. I will pause this. You can pause this as well and then come back when this round is done. I already attached to the first single crochet. So for the next 3 rounds, so we're going to do 3 more rounds of this. You're going to chain 1, put one single crochet in every stitch around attached to the first. Do it again and then do it again, and we'll come back when that is done, and that should flatten this out a little bit. Okay, I finished the first one and I finished it off and woven my ends. You can do the same, and now we make a second one, but when you make the second one, do not finish it. Leave the yarn attached because we are going to be using it. So make the second one, don't finish it. What I mean by don't finish it is I don't mean cut it and weave in the ends. I just mean do all the rows and then stop with this still attached. And then we'll talk about the next step. Okay, I have both circles, and what we're going to do is we're going to put the wrong side. You can tell which is the correct and which is the incorrect side. Wrong side together so that both sides, the right side is showing. And it doesn't matter where you line it up, but we're going to put a single crochet around the outside of both, like single crocheting them together. We're going to do that for the first 40 stitches. We're going to add stuffing. Actually, chain one first. We're going to add stuffing. That's why we're not going all the way around yet. I'll do the first 4 stitches with you. Do you see how I went through both? And then just do a regular single crochet on the outside. And so that's 1. Remember, we're going to go to 40. I'll just do the first 4 with you, and then we can both pause our video and come back when we've made it to 40. Go through both. You can go slow. If you're really good at this, you can move a little quicker, but if you're new at this, make sure you're going through both the front and the back circle. Okay, I've completed 4. I'm going to finish up to number 40, and then I'll come back. You can pause the video and do the same. The next step is to stuff it. This is the one that I had made previously, and this is about how far I stuffed it. I like it at this thickness. Now, if you want it thinner, you just add less stuffing. You don't even have to add stuffing if you just like it flat like this. So you just add the amount of stuffing that you desire, and I'm not going to make you watch me stuff. I'm going to pause it and then come back when I've stuffed it to my desired stuffness. All right, so next we're going to single crochet, not all the way to the end, but until there are 4 stitches left. So we're just going to go in the next 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So stuff to there, leave the last 4 open, pause this video, and then we'll come back when we're together. Okay, I have 4 stitches left in the opening, and now I'm going to chain 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, oops. That's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. This is the part that you'll hang it from, so if you want a really long hanger, you can make more, or if you want something a lot shorter, you can make it less. But we're going to come around and kind of go over where the skipped 4 chains are and slip stitch into the very first single crochet that we did. You can see it'll go in here, and then slip stitch out. And we're going to cut a long tail, because with this tail we're going to sew the stem on. So cut a long tail, and then pull the yarn through here so that it's secure. So now you're going to grab your stem. If you still have this from starting the stem, you'll put that in on the inside. And the stem will go here. And then you're going to get your yarn needle, thread it with this orange tail that you just made, and you'll sew the stem in place. You'll go into the first single crochet opening through the bottom of the stem, and then out the first single crochet opening on the other side. Pull it through. And then you'll go into the second, in through the stem, and into the second on the back. Same with the third, in the third, in the stem, and out the third on the other side. One more to go. In through the fourth, in through the stem, and out through the fourth one on this side. If you would like, I do sometimes put an extra stitch on the other side just to keep it secure. I don't think you need it necessarily, but I'm always like the type of person who puts the extra knot in, who puts the extra stitching in, just to be on the safe side. So that's my bonus stitch that you don't actually need. So then you will finish it up and weave in the ends, and you have your nice hanging, beginner-friendly pumpkin ornament. I hope you enjoyed that. Please consider subscribing and becoming part of our Yarny Fun. Have a great day.